And fall in, my fellow scouts, Napoleon American Civil War Hardcore Submod 2.1 Battle Replay today. Today's replay was sent to me by Hunter Killer on my Discord, so thank you very much Hunter Killer for the replay. His teammates today, we have Proud Juk, we've also got here Hans, Peter, and Heine. Their opponents today are Rose Hunter, Loritz, Dums Newbie, and PFC Elga. The map today is ACW Wilderness Tavern 1864. As you can see, the armies are marching up the road on their way to battle. Now, if you guys want to see your own replay featured here on this channel, you can send them to the links here displayed on your screen, which you'll find on the video description. You can send your battle replays to my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, where you can post your replays into the battle replay sub-channel you'll find there on the Discord. You can also post them directly to me on Discord via my Discord ID. My Discord ID is also in the video description below. You can also send them to my email at scoutsoventertainment@gmail.com. Or you can also tag me in any American Civil War replay you want me to post here on the channel as well on the ACW Discord. Link to join the Discord will also be in the description below. Now, if you guys want to support my work, there are various funding options available in the video description below, as you'll find. But if you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe of course if you haven't already, tick that bell for notifications so you never miss a fight, and leave your own thoughts about this battle in the comment section below. I get critique all the time, and I always read it and take it on board and try to learn from it. And you guys also are friendly enough to say Scouts is still getting it wrong, and that does actually help to a degree. Not to a degree, it does help, of course. Thank you guys. Alright, so we'll go through the factions here, and I think it's like Simon Matic. I'll correct the name in a second, I'll double check this, but he said, Scouts, it's core, not corpse. Stop saying corpse. They're not dead, or something like that. But yeah, you're right, core. So we have, I think, 6 core here. The other players we got here, still 6 core. Third core, yeah. Over here we have the 20th and 21st core. And our final player is the 5th core, AOP. The Southern Armies here before us, we've got here Early's Division. We've got the armies of Potomac and Sharodor. That's more Early's Division. Oh, hang on. We've got here Heth's Division. And over here we have more Heths. I think maybe we have 2 armies of the Potomac Shandora. So apologies if I get that wrong. Now we've got here cannon fire already occurring here. It looks like they've taken out one of the cannon crews and broken one of the southern cannon crews already. So the Union Army strikes first with a big win. Not easy to score a hit and take out an artillery crew. But somehow the Union artillery today managed it. This Union crew managed to get their artillery deployed. I think this is a Union battery. Let's double check this. Yeah, 4 cannons, that's a battery. I suppose you might say we have a brigade set up here on the tree line. We have 2 more crews here to the left, so that's 12 cannons here. 1841 battery. And we got... No, still 1841 there. Alright, we've got some infantry moving up. We've got some 38th Georgia, 6th North Carolina, 26th Georgia. So Georgia, North Carolina, whatnot. And we got here some 11th Mississippi leading the army. Kind of stands out with the red uniforms. You'd think they want to try to conceal themselves on the battlefield. This is sort of like a shining light for the Union Army to know where they are and target them. Even in the trees, these guys would be easy to spot. Not so much the 26th North Carolina, pretty much any other unit that looks like this. So yeah, I question the uniform choice. They look cool, don't get me wrong, the uniform looks cool, but I think that to a degree makes it easier for their opponent to target them and bring them down. And if you're trying to outflank your opponent using those guys, I think it's easier for your opponent to see that coming. In the forest anyway. If it's on open plain, you might as well be screaming at him. So, we've got 5th Corps here, moving up on the right flank, very close here to the red line. Dancing with death. But, they're backed up. They've got like 7 units over here. And another 5 in reserve behind them. Also, you've got the 20th, 21st Corps. So, these 2 players here are linking up their forces together. Provide resources when and if they're needed. At different points along the line. We got here... Okay, so we have I think we got 2 sections and 2 batteries, so you know, we'll just call it a brigade and be done with it. But that's about 12 cannons. 12-pounder howitzers. Alright, so we had the 6 corps here march up their cavalry, get off their horses, and they were hit by the sudden artillery, as you can see. Decimated their forces. I'm just wondering if this other unit is alive. Yep, this other unit is alive, well, and on the move, and about to strike the southern forces. Let's scroll up a bit here. Lost them in the trees for a second. Now these southern forces here have the high ground. And these are... no, they're not southern... oh, they are skirmish company, yes. The way they were holding their rifles sort of gave it away. That's another thing about this mod. Each unit has insane range. Balance of power slightly in favour of the southern forces for now. They're not broken. They're actually heading back towards the road. How are these guys doing? Haven't lost any men, but they are being targeted by the Union artillery. The earliest division player obviously seeing this plan is too dangerous, at least for now, with that artillery in place. And he's retreating for now. The points aren't really a big deal in this mod that I've noticed so far. I mean, it's hard to tell who controls who without a building, you know, to register the points. But if we are going off by points here, red team's captured 1 1-pointer. It's clear that the blue team has a 3-point in the center and a 1-pointer to the rear. And I suppose you could even say the 1-pointer to their southern flank is in their possession as well. So you could say that they're ahead by, you know, 5-2. Yeah, I think it's a total of 7 points on the field today. We are getting dangerously close to real combat. Oh, you see that? That artillery released a ton of shrapnel that cut down 6 troops in one fell swoop. It's not safe for the southern forces to go any further over the crest of this hill. It's too dangerous. That artillery was hammering them even behind the hill. Now they're even more exposed to it. This is playing into the Union's forces' hands. .20 Corps player really getting in their faces here. I'm probably saying corpse again. I'm saying corpse again. I'm sorry, Matt. It's just, I don't know. I wish you would stop as well. Stephen Malik was the name. Sorry, Steve. Cool. Don't say corpse anymore. They don't like it. They're going to make me a corpse if I keep saying it. See all those black bullets? Those are, well, those are literally black lead being fired upon. Jeez, what's he doing? He's really getting close, isn't he? We'll stop here for a second and see how this fight goes. Jeez, we've seen a lot of them fall very fast. Almost 20 of them fell, or 30. down smoke clouds. Okay, and so far, Southern forces winning this fight. Did I speak too soon? Union forces closing the gap quickly. Oh, they broke! Victory to the south in this fight. Anyway, another unit formed up. They're being bayonet charged though by Southern forces. Flank exposed. It is exposed. Luckily for him though, this unit's not turning around to fire into that flank. Largely because they got a reinforcement unit backing them up, so this was quick thinking here from the 20th Corps player. His other unit is still in the fight. Morale is pretty good for both teams at the moment there. This is where the fighting is most heaviest along the line. Yeah, well, geez, that's got to be at least 20 to 30 men in a single volley. He's lucky he kept that unit alive. Now this was surprising. We saw the Union unit before here on the verge of breaking when they were charged at by the South, but the South was the one that first broke, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And we've got the Union Army here pushing with a vengeance over the crest of that hill. They're still covered by their own artillery, but they're moving closer towards the enemy artillery, which could favour the Southern forces later on. And this is good thinking here from the 20th Corps, and I think we've got some 5th Corps troops here as well coming over soon. Yeah. So we've got troops on the hill here, and he's got a unit below the hill, so that way he's got more units firing at the enemy at once.
Yes, sir.
And more importantly, this unit's not being outflanked. Like everyone's firing at them, everyone's on the same page, firing at the same unit. But he's retreating. Let's go and check out the rest of the line here. Combat isn't as close. These guys here are probably going to break soon if they're hit by another artillery strike, which is almost certain in American Civil War. Far more accurate than MPW3, I'll always say, because it's true. Yeah, 6th Corps here has some troops in the forest. I think there's 2 units there. Just trying to keep the Southern forces at bay, making sure that both sides of their army here won't get outflanked. Now it looks like we've got all 4 units here of the Southern forces taking on 3 of the Union armies. Okay, so that's Hunter's men, I think. Let's go and check out the rest of the line here, see what's happening. Okay, for the most part, players seem to be keeping the distance from one another on this side. We've got a bunch of artillery over here. General close by. Looks like this crew was wiped out. Jeez, that's quick and mysterious. If artillery did that, then hell of a job. But then you got to wonder why they're struggling to destroy the second crew. I mean, that artillery's getting really... that's dangerously close to the general there behind them. What we got here? We got a brigade here on this side as well. So Union forces have set up their artillery. It's a monstrous line of death. And from what I can see here, with all this artillery in place, it's clear the Union Army, or the Union team, controls the center of this map. So if the Southern forces here want to win, if they want to achieve victory, they can't control the center. They have to actually control the flanks of this battle. They need to try and keep as much distance between them and that artillery as possible. And it looks like Hess Division knows what's up. He's focusing his army here on the enemy's left flank. Southern forces, if they move up here, they're just too exposed to the artillery. Then they're going to get shredded. Let's do a quick sort of death count here. So no casualties here. This is surprising, actually. Got a couple here and there, but not too bad at all. Well, the Union forces here, we've got 40 there, 20 there, and 50 over here. We've got a fresh unit in reserve though. Maybe they should bring them up and put them on the left of the 5th Wisconsins. Because the artillery over here seems to have stopped firing. That either means they've moved it or it's been destroyed. One or the other. We've got a forest battle going on over here. We've got 5th Corps engaging some of the armies of Potomac and Shenardon. Okay, so minor casualties. This fight's really only just started. Although it's almost impossible to witness. You can barely see the enemy. We'll have to do another flyby over later. But it looks like 5th Corps has the enemy outnumbered. Got a nice smiley face coming to kill him. Some troops got a boost there, I think maybe from the general who is nearby. He's over here. Major General George Meade. They've got the Army's general over there as well. Artillery forcing the Southern Army back. These guys here, they gotta fall back soon. Oh, these are the cavalry troops. Looks like they've got the 51st Illinois targeting their position right now. And artillery is falling all around them. And I think we can see Union forces coming over the crest here of this hill. Yep, they're on their way. Well, looks like the Army's play here has a couple of surprises for the 5th Corps. 4 more units have revealed themselves. Could potentially outflank the 21st and 5th Corps troops on this side, and also in the troops in front of them as well. So 5th Corps probably needs to divert 3 or 4 units to line up this way, just to sort of face off against the Southern troops, try and keep them at bay as their other troops engage and try to push back the enemy. Now these guys here, they're righty close to each other. You should be able to see this fight, no problems. You can see the blood flying through the bushes. I think you can also see the redcoat guys. Oh no, that's the red line. You can't see the redcoat guys because they're not here. Oh man, they're firing point blank to each other. Let's get into this. This fight can't last forever. Guys mean serious business. It's all about who can reload the fastest. Another flag bearer falls. Okay. Looks like Hunter's general just got scared a little there by the artillery. Did they break? Let's have a quick look. No, they're running. They're falling back. This isn't a retreat. It's Sorry, this isn't breaking, they're not routing. They're just sort of reforming, I think. Okay, I think this is the same unit, just falling back. The whole line's falling back. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it's like 2 on 7 at least, 8 even. Yeah, there's 8 units in that line total. Alright, let's have a look here. Alright, so we got some 50th Virginia firing down. They got the high ground.
Your men have been routed, sir.
This unit here though is firing over here, I reckon. One of these 2 units for sure. Southern forces appear to be outnumbered. This battle can't continue the way it is. Is there any artillery here? I can't tell. Oh crap. Okay, Southern players have moved up a large portion of their troops out in the open. This is not good. Southern troops highly exposed to almost 24 cannons at least. And enemy bullets. Got Union forces falling back. They're trying to goat the enemy into moving forward even further. Looks like we had a pretty close engagement over here. I'm seeing a lot of dead Union troops. Now these 3 units here are taking refuge in the gully to try and get away from the enemy artillery. Let's have a quick look. See how many hits they're taking. Three, 4, 5. How's Bella going over here? They're firing at 1 or 2 units here. Okay, Hess Division has the opportunity to sort of divide the forces here. If they can push this unit back and try and get to the side of this one and push them further this way, potentially Southern forces can isolate and destroy all these units here, move further down through the trees this way and come up and outflank the artillery, giving the Southern forces here pretty much a chance to take the entire north side of the map, or sorry, the east side of the map. But he's got to accomplish his task first. We might have 2 armies of the Potomac and Shenandoah players. So I'm only seeing those 3 variants. Okay, he's got 2 artillery cannons left there alive. Okay, this area's been focused down hard. Okay, 2 units there broke. See, the only reason this battle's at one-sided, and you guys already know what I'm going to say, it's the Union artillery. The Southern forces basically have no artillery at their rear, whereas the Union forces have a crap ton of it. Alright, they've been beaten back. None of them are safe. Southern forces have been sent reeling after that. Union artillery really gave them a good spanking. Got enemy artillery down there. Union forces are pretty exposed to it, which is a good news here. Who we got in front of us for Hess Division? These units here trying to seek better cover. What do we got here? 32 minutes left. Trying to seek shelter behind the hill. Southern player can't advance. If he advances, he dies. He achieved a small victory there. His allies have got to push hard on the flanks. They've got to win those fights. If they can break through the flanks, they can march down here and get behind the enemy artillery crews and attack them, destroy them. Knocking out the only thing keeping the South from trying to move forward and overwhelm the centre. It's got a lot happening here. Alright, we'll do a quick casualty report. Nearly 100 dead. Nearly 80 or so dead, just over 80. Have a look. About 50. It's over here. Coppers, Louisiana here, driving off the enemy. And they're trying to fold up the Union line here. Southern forces managed to break through and they've successfully outflanked the 6th Corps troops. Now you see he's walking, he's trying not to tire out his army. Now my mistake here would have been to run my troops to try and get them into formation to fire at the enemy as they retreated. Running should be a last resort. You should never try to run your troops. I learned that the hard way. Well, in the last couple of days on the live stream. Fortunately for the Southern player, their opponents are still very close to them, and so these guys here should rack up a few kills as long as they start firing. I get they want to destroy these 2 units here. It makes it easier for them to move down further this way once they've killed these 3 units. Potentially they could outflank all these 6, but that leaves them exposed to the enemy artillery. This is a tempting target, but they shouldn't fall for it. I think it's a trap. They really need to divert all these forces they can far down to the north and try to get at that artillery. And knock out that artillery, all these units can safely move forward and attack the enemy. But they cannot do that. They cannot win. Try and take the enemy head on in the center. It's just not possible.
The unit has grown weary, sir.
Yeah, I really think the Hesse division is walking into a trap. The Southern forces insist on engaging the enemy in this vicinity. They have to get back to the gully here. They've got to try and get as much cover from that artillery as they can. And even then it's not the best. You know, those shrapnel shots, when they explode, just go straight down anyway, but it's better than nothing. Some cover is better than no cover. Geez, as close as they are to each other, I can't see them. I can see them walking away. They're not forming up yet to fire. As soon as I can find a nice place to stop, I will. Okay, this appears to be where it's at for now. Did they break? Yep, they broke. You can see the bullets whizzing around them. None yet hitting, which is good news for the south. It'll probably be beneficial for these couple units here to move forward to go and try and get to the top of the crest of this hill here before us. Should make it easier to fire at the enemy. They're around the same height if they get to the top here. Well, yeah, and artillery isn't targeting that position right now, which is a little strange, but they'll get to it eventually, I'm sure. There you go. Oh, one fell there, just one. This is a fresh unit, no casualties sustained as of yet. Oh, these guys here got shit up a little bit. Whoa. Those two artillery rounds left streaks behind like they were missiles or something. Union forces staying back largely because of the artillery. You got some 12-pounder Napoleon batteries over here. Right at the top of this hill here, firing on the enemy. This unit here, under heavy fire. These two units here. Fifth Corps has got to pull back. These guys are a perfect target for that artillery crew. Takes a minute or so to fire. Okay, they're just dressing the ranks. 91st Pennsylvania. That's a tight shot right there. That looked like a barrage shot. That's a good hit. Maybe you should be targeting this unit because it has more men. If it drops short, you can hit this other unit here of 91st Pennsylvania. So this is 12th Pennsylvania here. Yeah, went right through him. Right on cue. They got some rolling hills they can see cover behind as they advance. Like this unit here, as long as Southern Forces don't have any other unit in the area, this unit can safely move up behind the hill, get to the top of it, and start firing on the enemy crew. This other unit here on their left can move forward to sort of keep back or deter the 11th Mississippi from moving forward. General's also there, he won't risk him, I don't think. There's some 1st Virginia there. The other Southern Forces are in hiding, we can't see them at the moment. These troops here will have to move forward to discover them again. We've got here 22 minutes left on the clock for a victor to emerge. Okay, these guys are down almost 100 men now. Yeah, 50, nearly 60. Similar story over there, about 40 or so. Okay, 132, so over 100 men there. Also over, oh no, almost 100 there. I just can't count. 281, 181, about 151 troops dead, okay. Okay, 104 there. How many rifles? Oh, we got 3 or 4, 6 reserves there, at least, behind the line. These 3 units here are engaging, but they're in a relatively safe position. They just broke this unit. We've got here some 2nd Rhode Island troops. Getting in dangerously close. They've got to move forward, they're useless here. Good luck hitting the enemy at all. I know we heard screams, but I don't see how they could have hit them. Okay. Took a small chunk. That's cluster shot right there. We've lost 1 cannon out of their 6 cannon crew. Cluster shot really has some range to it, doesn't it? It looks like the South's plans of outflanking the enemy has been dashed. We got 2 cavalry troops here. I think they're off their horses. Yeah, they're on foot, both of them. They're going to be firing. Okay. That's friendly cav there. Oh, no one's falling here. And you get tired, taking a couple casualties, nothing serious. Okay, so currently we got 5, 9, 12. Originally we had 18 cannons, down to 12. South were successful in destroying 6, not bad. Okay, the 5th Maine, getting in dangerously close here to the 42nd Mississippi. Union still looks very solid. No cannons lost over here. Which does beg the question, why isn't the 20th Corps player trying to target the enemy artillery position and wipe it out? Oh, it looks like he is. Or it looks like he's tried to, at least. You got one cannon down there. These troops here, they're too exposed to the enemy artillery. These guys here just need to stay put, fire at the enemy where they are, and allow the artillery to really do the rest. And 32 casualties there. Alright, congratulations, they broke one of them. Not sure that's how you break, but anyway. Those are their own troops up ahead. They're shooting at these guys. At least they must be trying to. Alright. They're retreating. This unit's being targeted. Okay. A lot of bullets appear to be missed going wide. Okay, another unit has appeared. You can see their red shorts. And we got our red troops here. That's where they are. Skirmish Company. Looks to be a different unit, but still red. Okay, I've got 2 skirmish units over there. We've got some 1st Vermont cavalry moving up. These guys here heavily outnumbered. You gotta wonder how long they're gonna stay here for. How long can they stay here for? It probably suits the Union player to move forward. He's got the enemy outnumbered. That volley was devastating. These guys here being obliterated. They seem to be okay where they were. They weren't taking any casualties before. They took almost 20. Alright, let's head back to the center. See what's happening there. Union forces here getting a little bit bunched up. What's he trying to do there? Doesn't really serve his purposes at all. It's almost like he's using one unit as bait or a magnet for South's bullets. Okay, Union's moved up some of their artillery. th and 21st Corps and 5th Corps. I said Corps. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. 5th Corps players here over there. There's 5th Corps on the right flank, isn't it? Yep, it is. Just sort of keeping their distance for now. Got one sudden unit that we can see there at the moment. Alright, looks like he's on the move. Artillery landing way too short. $120. So close. We might have another push on our hands. If he does push, he's going to move hard and fast to this gully. That's his safe point. Any troops up here have probably just got to charge at the enemy, really. Fifth Corps is just too nervous about moving up. He's wondering how many units his enemy has in that forest. He can't push his left flank up too much, otherwise they're going to get hit by the artillery badly. But given the position of these two units here, that artillery should be able to strike pretty good here. But it looks like this hill is providing some protection, as evidenced by that first shot there. Okay. These two units are probably the best ones for the artillery to go after. The hill's not as high for them. It is 12 minutes on the clock remaining. $179. 79. General's down to 9 men there. 208. 113. So some are down to half strength, others down very minimal. This is looking more and more like a slaughter over here. Bounce of power. Mostly actually even. It's just surprising, given what we're seeing. $83. I swear they're firing missiles. I know they're not, but damn, it looks like missiles. General's moving up. Artillery crew broke it. Jeez. Another wind there from the south. Wonder how close they want to get. Oh wow, we've got a massive movement here. Massive charge. Victory or death kind of move here. He's really put his army in harm's way. Alright, they broke one. They gotta move up more. '50th, 59th Ohio. Surge forward, taking the place of the 22nd Illinois. These guys here, are they winded? Or they're very. I thought maybe they're exhausted. I don't know why I took them off the line. They just got smacked there by the artillery. They just broke. So it was actually a mistake to pull them off the line after all. Good artillery hit. Down to 76, almost down 20 men in a minute. Seven minutes remaining. There's no enemy troops in that area. We'll do 20. Oh, hang on. We got here 5th Corps trying to save his ass, his right flank. Harris Division had successfully outflanked the 20th and 25th Corps unit, the 6th Indiana, but they were saved by the 146th New York. Okay, 30th Virginia cavalry troops moving forwards. Appear to be outclassed. I wouldn't think this would end well for them. Artillery's trying to target this unit here. These guys were running a second ago. That's a broken unit, it's not the artillery. Oh, they're running. Alright, let's see how well they do. Pretty bloody good. What do you reckon? 10-15 there in that volley? They're getting absolutely cut to ribbons. There they go. We got close quarter combat here. I think maybe we can see the rifles. Yeah, we can. We've got enemy troops here on our right, as you can see. The Union Army's confident they can overrun the southern position despite the enemy artillery coming at them. Jeez, that really sucks. Who's that at? Alright. Maybe they're heading back towards their horses. Not the worst thing in the world to happen. They're surrounded by friendly forces. These guys here, they're vastly outnumbered. They're being surrounded by all sides. They can only retreat. It's only a matter of time before they fall there. Hey, look at this! We've got a bayonet charge. And it paid off. Both units here have been sent reeling backwards after that. Well, will the general fall today? Here we go. Oh, is this another general or is this general? Let's have a look. No, it's a different general. Will he get away? Will 12th Pennsylvania fire on them?
A unit has used all available ammunition.
Jeez. Killed one member of his staff. He's got to be dead now. He might be already dead. I can't see him in the rabble. There he goes. Rose Hunter's general there. Okay, yeah, he got caught up in that. The Union Army just sort of flashing out the survivors of the Southern Army. 5th Corps really just held back on this one. Not that he needed to move forward at all. He did protect most of 20th and 21st's right flank for sure. I mean, he's got troops up here as well. He just doesn't see the need to move them forward, I guess. I'm not saying those troops didn't do anything, of course. They did stuff, but surprised he didn't send them forwards or send them over here once the enemy had withdrawn on that side. A bit of a battle here. Are we done yet? Got 30 seconds left on the clock. I don't think the Union forces will wipe out all the units here, but it's clear they won. They pretty much have all points under control as well. Okay, so we had two 2-pointers on the field. I read that as one originally. Yep. Okay, they've been sent packing. 4, 3, 2, 1, we are finished. Victory here for the Union Army. Okay, well done to Proud Dick, 2,256 kills there. Hunter Killer, 2,190. Hans Peter, 1273. Heine, 1942. Rose Hunter, 866. Loretz, 1319. Dumbs Newbie, 1320. And PFC Elgar, 759. Well done. Okay, best troops there were the 98th Pennsylvania, 287. 5th Maine, 248. 119th Pennsylvania, 225. 7th Massachusetts, 194. 96th Pennsylvania, 192. 139th. 5th Wisconsin, 131. Another 139th unit, 123. 121st, 120. 37th, 105. 2nd Rhode Island 104, and the rest range from 70 to 0, with the general there being that one. Not too surprising there. Well, if you guys want to see your own Total War replay featured here on this channel, guys, you know what to do. There is my email at scoutsentertainment@gmail.com. You can send it to me directly on Discord via my Discord ID. You can join my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, where you can post your Total War replays into the Battle Replay subchannel on the Discord, or you can tag me in your ACW replay that you post on the ACW Discord as well. This is Micka, on behalf of Scouts Entertainment signing off. Goodbye, my fellow Scouts. Catch you in the next Total War battle.